Are you the one who has crossed the oceans, guided by Manjushri?
Are you Kyoki-sama, the one whose kindness builds more than temples? The one my heart already knew before meeting?
Then the dreamers, two seekers following the same star, have finally met.
Gyoki Sensei, Bodhisena Sensei carries immense knowledge and wisdom from Bharat. Do you think we should arrange a call to the Emperor for Bodhisena Sensei?
Yes, His Majesty must meet the monk from Bharat who has come in friendship.
And so, led by Yogi Bosatsu, Bodhisena began his walk to Nara, a walk that would not only change two lives, but unite two nations in spirit. By the year 736 AD, the capital city of Nara was buzzing with the rumor a learned monk from Bharat has arrived to the port of Osaka. Heika, today in our court, we have the gracious presence of Gyoki Sensei, Kibino Maki, and a great monk from far, far land.
Tenno Hika. This is Monk Bodhisena from Bharat, the one whom I saw in my dreams, and the only one who crossed oceans and still stayed calmer than most of us.
Yokoso Bodhisena-san, the journey from Bharat to Osaka and then to Nara is long. Few have crossed both sea and spirit to reach us.
Bodhisena-sama, I will translate it for you. The emperor says, "Welcome, Bodhisena-sama. You look tired from the long shopping trip." No, not tired, Majesty, only humble. For every wave that carried me here also carried my prayers. We hear you have studied both Sanskrit and the teachings of the Buddha. Yes, Your Majesty, from Tamil Nadu to Luoyang. I have sought to learn how different lands seek the same light. He says he collects light from different shops.
So, he is a light collector?
Tell us, Bodhisena-san, what is the essence of this light you speak of?
That every being, from king to carpenter, has the same Buddha within. Wisdom is not born from crowns or robes, but from compassion.
Beautiful. Yet, compassion is easy to say, hard to live.
That is why we practice. Meditation is not an escape, it is returning home without moving a step.
Bodhisena-san, your Sanskrit teachings are profound, but our people struggle to understand the chants and mantras. How can they join in the path of the Buddha if the words feel so far away?
Your Majesty, that is a noble concern. On my journey, I was joined by a scholar, Kibino Makibi, whose wisdom may offer a bridge.
Ah, yes, Kibi. You returned from China with many ideas. What do you propose?
Heika, I studied under Bodhisena and learned the structure of the Sanskrit alphabet. I believe we can create a phonetic script to help people pronounce foreign words like Sanskrit mantras.
A new script? Like the kanji characters we use now?
Simpler, I call it Katakana, derived from pieces of kanji but arranged to match the way we speak. With it, monks and even common folk can read mantras aloud. Just as Sanskrit sounds are organized for clarity, Katakana can carry that clarity to the people of Nippon.
And with this, our people could chant the words of the Buddha?
Yes, Eka.
Then I charge you, Kibinomaki, develop this script. Let katakana become a bridge between teachings and hearts.
accept with deep gratitude.
Bodhisena Sama, I would like to understand more about Bharat. In our court, devotion often takes the form of art, calligraphy, poetry, dance. Do people in Bharat also pray through art?
In my land, we express truth through movement. Each step is a scripture. Dance is a poetry of the soul. He says, in Bharat, people write poetry with their feet.
Then we must see this poetry that dances. Tomorrow shall be a festival where India's rhythm meets Japan's harmony.
And perhaps in that meeting, our two lands will see that we have always been part of one song.
The next morning, sunlight streamed through the palace gardens of Nara. Two girls stood ready, one from the land of Ganga, another from the land of Fuji. Majesty, in my land we say Nritya Yoga. Dance is devotion. Through every hand and glance, we tell the stories of God, of courage, and of compassion. Children of Bharat, let your steps speak where words cannot.
जहाँ पवन बहे संकल्प लिए, जहाँ पर्वत गर्व सिखाते हैं, जहाँ पवन बहे संकल्प लिए, जहाँ पर्वत गर्व सिखाते हैं, जहाँ के सुनने गाते हैं, उस देव भूमि के ध्यान से मैं धन्य धन्य हो जाता हूँ। उस देव भूमि के ध्यान से मैं धन्य धन्य हो जाता हूँ। है भाग्य मेरा सौभाग्य मेरा, मैं तुमको शीश नवाता हूँ। मैं तुमको शीश नवाता हूँ और धन्य धन्य हो जाता हूँ। मैं तुमको शीश नवाता हूँ और धन्य धन्य हो जाता हूँ। हो जाता हूँ। Magnificent! Your dance feels like scripture that breathes.
It speaks of harmony between body and spirit.
Now, Majesty, I wish to see your art, the grace of Japan.
Gladly. In our land, dance flows like water, calm, measured, and in tune with nature. 可愛いたこの葉はひらひらと今見える日を立ち上がる月を数え歩く作ることの灰色の中赤黒で季節が彩る大地は手のひらに滑りかかるわ焼けたことに別れを告げこの葉の手に光するまた見る未来への不安など自分にとまだとありもせず乾いたこの葉はキラキラと乾いた木枯らしそよそよと繋いだ手と手を離さずに時を数えかける嘆く人の命に背負いその小さき手で何を紡ぐ僕の数からのとに散るこのせで信ずる道をただひたすらに歩むお前の支えとなら切れないの剣を携えて共にどこかと比べていこう
Majesty, your art is like a meditation. When your dancers move, I can hear the wind become wisdom. And so, in the palace of Nara, the rivers of Bharat and winds of Nirvana, not in words, but in movement. The emperor was deeply moved by Bodhisena's wisdom and grace. He saw in him not just a traveler from India, but a true teacher of compassion.
Honoring this bond, Emperor Shoni began establishing great Buddhist shrines across Japan. The grandest of them all was Todaijini in Nara, built to enshrine the great Buddha, the Daibutsu that still stands today.
And for the sacred consecration of his statue, the emperor chose only one man, Bodhisena, whose presence had touched the hearts of his people.
Bodhisena-san, at last, the great Buddha of Nara stands before us, a symbol of compassion for all generations to come. But this sacred image still sleeps in silence. The consecration shall begin when you, revered teacher from Bharat, draw open the eyes of the Daibutsu and awaken the light of wisdom within him.
Majesty, the Buddha within each heart already sees the truth. I shall not give sight to stone, I shall only remind it to see. It is said that on that morning in 752 AD, the monk who docked at Osaka stood before the great Buddha and, with a single stroke of devotion, brought the sight to the Daibutsu at Nara.
From today, the light of the Buddha shall shine between Bharat and Nippon as one flame never divided.
Centuries would pass, empires would rise and fade, but the bond begun that morning would remain calm, constant, and golden as the statue itself.
One of the ways the bond that began that day was the development of Katakana by Kibi-san. With learnings from Bodhisena, it's now time to celebrate.
and connect that learning with today.
Ohio, Tokyo, konnichiwa, sumimasen, I Bodana. I don't speak Japanese, but I love Apo Isola. When you say wakarimashita, I say Hitachi, Toyota, Kawasaki, Nintendo, and also Nihon. I'm losing my way. Say you do something. You speak Japanese. What can I do? Where should I go? 僕のアナルとくるくるといるときっとディズニーランド寿司のホテルセブンイレブンミルクバススターバックス
That was truly enlightening performance by the students of grade 7C. Through your narration, you have beautifully highlighted the historical and cultural ties between India and Japan, beginning with the remarkable journey of the monk Bodhisena. The way you connected history, art, language, and friendship made the story engaging and meaningful for everyone. A heartfelt thanks to Ms. Baru for putting up a great show. Up next, we have the performance by our grade 7B students. In 1954, the Oxford Professor of English and Anglo-Saxon J.R.R. Tolkien published the first volume of the epic trilogy, The Lord of the Rings, set in a mythical medieval world of elves, goblins, dwarfs, and men that he called Middle Earth. It was a story of diverse peoples and cultures putting aside their differences and coming together to overcome a rising and seemingly unstoppable tide of darkness. It was a world that he had first created in the 1930s against a backdrop of the rise of fascism and Nazism. The first volume, The Fellowship of the Ring, began a phenomenon that continues to this day. Tolkien has sold over 600 million books worldwide, The Lord of the Rings accounting for over 150 million of them in about 50 languages. The widespread appeal of the books was boosted in the early 2000s by Peter Jackson's ambitious film series. Now, grade 7B would like to add another chapter to the Lord of the Rings canon with their own poetic version of the Tolkien's under the guidance of Mr. Kevin.
Long ago, 20 rings were made, 3 for elves, 7 for dwarves, 9 for men.
And one made by the Dark Lord, Sauron, in Mordor, which would rule all the others.
And Sauron poured all his evil life essence and his will to dominate into this ring.
Alliance of elves and humans resisted the power of Sauron's ring and fought against the dark forces of Mordor.
But just